She told me all we had was trading cards and common sense. Nothing that's worth keeping to yourself.
I learned two things in the last couple of weeks. Number one, you will never be fully ready for the experience. And number two, it's all about surrendering and trusting. Hey friends, I am back in Ecuador after more than a year. I made it back. I'm in Olon. It is on the coast here in the country. It's really beautiful. It's very quiet. It's a small little village. There is some surfing though, and I love it here. It's really good to be back. And my shaman that I was working with last year, he and his family, they invited me back. We're working on something in the background. You will find out about it.
What is a shaman? Doctors of traditional indigenous medicine. I don't identify myself as a shaman. I'm a medical doctor, and I learned this ancient medicine from indigenous people. A medicine man or a medicine woman connects with the patient with feelings. A medicine man for me is a big mirror. It's a mirror that allows you to reflects on you what you are, so you can see your blind spots.
The big thing that's happening for me that is more of a surprise is that he invited me to join a ayahuasca ceremony tonight. I have never done ayahuasca. When I was working with him last year, we did San Pedro. We had 3 San Pedro ceremonies. And San Pedro is also plant medicine. It's a cactus. I was able to work through so many things and heal a lot of parts of myself. It was absolutely life-changing. But now he works a lot more with ayahuasca. He's got 5 people coming, so it's a small ceremony. And because I trust him so much and I'm really curious, I want to try ayahuasca. I was like, yes, of course. Don't have to ask twice. So here we are. We start tonight at 10 p.m. Currently it's about maybe 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm not afraid or scared or worried or concerned. I'm really just curious, and I'm going into this experience with an open mind and an open heart and with a lot of trust.
When you trust in the person is guiding, is when you get scared, you say the other person start talking, the person is guiding you, start talking to you, and you start calming down because you listen to the person. So trust is the main ingredient. No trust.
Welcome to Ecuador. My intention will be connected to my life's work, my purpose, my calling, and just see what comes through. Alright, so I just took a shower. I like to clean myself before a plant medicine ceremony. And I think we have another hour or so before the group arrives, and then at 10 o'clock, an hour later, we start the ceremony. I'm feeling great, relaxing now and kind of tuning into the ceremony, and it's an interesting anticipation because it is like walking into the unknown. I love that. I love learning to trust even more, and I love embracing situations and experiences that are new because I know that that's where my growth is. So the ceremony goes until about 6 a.m. or until sunrise, 6:30. I didn't record the actual ceremony out of respect for the plant medicine and the group. There wasn't much to see anyway. 6 people, including me, lying on the floor and in hammocks, awake but dreaming, going through the motions with Mother Ayahuasca. Jonathan was playing the guitar sometimes or talking to us. The night was long and quiet. So I am back. I made it through the night. It was not an easy night. It's hard to summarize because, yeah, my brain is definitely not quite there yet. And my body is catching up too. Yeah, ayahuasca is strong, guys.
With the ayahuasca, for example, when you drink this medicine, it hits strong with it hits you strong with the body. Sometimes you cannot walk, sometimes you cannot talk, sometimes you cannot stand up. You only have to remain still. No? You learn about what is stillness. Yeah.
I had some very interesting downloads for sure. Very important messages that came through. It wasn't just fun and games at all. I had a lot of challenges, which is good, so I did learn a lot. Yeah, but definitely still trying to like make sense of everything. Yeah, the big issue was that I felt really sick in my stomach, just like nauseous. And I couldn't really move very much, so we were all lying on the floor or in hammocks. You're really fully in your own world. You just close your eyes and everything kind of unfolds. And it definitely starts out very innocently, just like seeing really cool stuff and like shapes and forms and colors, and I was like, whoa, brain. Yeah, I was just really impressed by my own brain. Throughout the night, on and off, I would have these spurts of just like amazing ideas popping up. All sorts of ideas for life, for business, for videos, for everything. And I couldn't write it down. I couldn't record any of them. And it's just like, that was so frustrating. I don't remember any of the ideas that I had. And there were so many things where I was like, I really want to remember this, but it's gone. Some heart-opening moments that I wish I'd had more of. This time it was really a lot more. I was so much in my head. I think that also made everything a little bit more challenging. I saw through my mind though. I saw through my monkeys. It was fascinating. I was having this experience and my mind was kind of like a shadow, but it was always like, because through the medicine I was faster than my mind. And so my mind was trying to analyze what was happening, but I caught it trying to analyze. And then I just had to breathe. And the breathing was something that really saved my life last night. Every time I got really tense, I felt nauseous or unwell or frustrated and stressed. Like there were all these emotions coming up. The only thing that helped was to just deeply breathe in and out. And usually by breath number 4, I was calm. I had 2 cups of ayahuasca, which tastes distinctly bad. Yeah, so it was strong. You face yourself so hard. You go inwards so deeply in your own universe, in your mind and in your body, and for all these hours. I mean, when do we ever do that, right? It's really good to properly connect to yourself again. Nobody was vomiting. I just always felt that I was the only one who was constantly like moving and like stretching and doing this, and I was just like, I was so uncomfortable. Like I had stressful moments, but it wasn't like super crazy nightmare. And I had some really nice moments. I think the stressful moments definitely outweighed the nice heart-opening moments. It's always the perfect experience, no matter how we judge it as good or bad, no?
You are never ready.
Yeah,
So
no, you're never ready.
you can never prepare and or train yourself to the unknown.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's impossible.
I know it's not in my head. While I'm tracing the outlines, it feels like the first time. I float, and light as the air.
So, plans changed slightly, or actually they changed a lot. Today's Sunday and I was meant to fly back to LA today. But I'm still here, I'm still in Ecuador. And I'm doing another ayahuasca ceremony tonight with Jonathan, just the two of us, one-on-one. Yeah, something came up over the last few days in my personal life, in my relationship, that really triggered me and triggered some old stuff. And so Jonathan invited me to stay and do the ceremony because it's a great opportunity to work this out, for it to stop being a pattern. And that's what we're doing, and it wasn't an easy decision, but I'm not on the plane. I don't know if nervous is the right word, I just have a bit more respect. Now I'm going into the ceremony with something specific that I want to work on. It's just him and I, very different situation than in a group. Yeah, I guess there is a little bit of fear of, okay, what am I gonna experience tonight? Because last time I went in with like this super open heart, I was like, yep, whatever comes my way. And now I'm like, whew, I hope it's not gonna be too painful. But I also know it's gonna be a really long ass night. Yeah, so welcome to my life. I'm always up for some surprises that I don't ever see coming, but I welcome them and I keep growing. And that's what this whole thing is about. Okay. It's been another week since the second ceremony with Jonathan. That night, the medicine hit me super hard. She was like, "You want intense, Conni? Well, there you have intense." At times, it was too much to handle, to be honest, and I had to breathe through it so much. Gladly, I remembered what Jonathan said to me before. It all comes and goes in waves, which it did. When you drink ayahuasca, all your senses are more sensitive. The smells, the light, emotions, everything. I was struggling for 4 hours, Jonathan told me this later, until I finally relaxed, and then I purged really hard. Yeah, this time there was a lot of vomiting involved for me, which it just wouldn't stop for a long time. He said that it's never the medicine, but you that causes all the struggle. I can see that. I did feel very cleansed after the ceremony. The purging was good. It was energy that needed to be released, so it's never a bad thing. It actually felt really good afterwards. I don't remember too much of the actual experience. I do remember Jonathan was talking to me a lot and planting seeds in my brain, and he gave me a lot of food for thought to reflect on in my mind and my heart as I was lying there and I couldn't really move. I also couldn't respond very much as I just didn't have the energy. The medicine truly made me listen and shut up and not move. Yeah, fair enough. In summary, I wasn't scared, although there were moments when I felt just above and beyond and wasn't sure what was going to happen next. If anything, all fears are in your head. Breathing always helps to get through any intense moment. I have to say, I have a lot of respect for plant medicine and especially ayahuasca, and the only reason I did it and was so relaxed about it all was because I fully trust Jonathan. He's amazing, and I feel totally safe with him. I know he only wants the best for me, and he's the only one that I would want to guide me through an experience like that. You know, I wasn't ready to do ayahuasca, and I don't think you will ever be fully ready for the experience because you will never know what is going to happen. And it's all about giving up control and letting go, surrendering and trusting. You do get a more macro view of the world and yourself. It's like you zoom out and you can see and feel the bigger picture and realize what truly matters. You might see things that you don't want to see, feel things that you don't want to feel, but it's always the truth. Mother Ayahuasca only shows you what's true.